Hi, I'm your host Reagan Zapoli, and this is Teacher Feature, the show where we take staff from Landfire and get to know them a bit better outside of the classroom. I'm here with Vallus. He's been here for 12 years. Mr. Poterek. This is third year teaching at Landfield. We're getting to know him more. Mr. Vallus, welcome to Teacher Feature.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Why did you learn how to swing dance? Really fast dancer, go.
Because I love the history, the fashion, the architecture of the dance ballrooms, and the just the jazz swing, the swing dance sound.
First question is, what made you come to Landfire, and how do you like it so far?
Yeah, so initially I was kind of working in the south central part of Michigan, but I'd grown up here, so at the time, one of my friends who's actually good friends with Miss Wayne's, they had been talking and it had come about that there was an opening or vacancy for a science teacher here, and I was kind of excited to get back to the Metro Detroit area and interviewed, met Mr. Seekin, and he was an awesome colleague to have, so I after meeting him and kind of talking to some of the other staff, decided that this was going to be a really nice fit.
I love it.
I don't know the next question.
What is it like teaching here at Landfire compared to Oakland Community College? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Let me share why. I get the best of both worlds. Here's what it is.
Hannah Montana?
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. I get to know the students a little longer, and I know those who are all in the community. Whereas in OCC, you get them for a semester, and then they're on their way. So it's like you get the best of both worlds. I love it though.
Okay, Miley Cyrus, why did you decide to coach the girls' golf team? Do you like it?
Yeah, so at the previous school that I was at, I was coaching boys golf, and that was also a program where we had a lot of inexperienced people at the time, and so it was really neat seeing the transformation and development of people throughout the course of the year, and it just happened to work out well that Mr. King, my first year here, was running the program, and after that he ended up retiring. So it was nice getting to know him and then being able to take over that, and I've enjoyed it immensely. It's been a really great group of girls, and it's much like my former experience, been awesome to see them grow and develop throughout the year.
What is your favorite and least favorite thing about teaching?
Favorite thing about teaching is teaching itself, being around high schoolers, because I loved high school so much. High energy, and they're learning how the world works. I love economics, so I get to teach what I love, and I'm really the only person who teaches that, so I can specialize in what I teach and make it even better. Least favorite thing is coming back from COVID, trying to unlearn what was learned and then relearn what we need to learn. So
yeah, I know
struggle,
nothing
but
now.
it's fun. All right.
So you used to play golf, or?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, I also played golf my first 2 years for my high school team.
Okay, with that being said, what's your take on school spirit? You have a lot.
Yes, I do, but I do have a lot of spirit because I loved high school so much, but I think school spirit represents the unity of the class. The more unity, the greater the spirit, and people put aside their differences.
So unity is
It's reflected in spirit.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. Interesting. If there was one place you could go, where would you go and why?
Oh man, I would probably go to Japan. I've been there once before. Really liked just the atmosphere of everything. It's a super polite and clean society, and yeah, I really enjoy sort of East Asian culture and things of that sort.
It's very cool. Why did you choose the social studies side of teaching?
Because I did the math and science side in my previous career as a civil engineer and designer, but I love history naturally. I love knowing how the world works. I love how everyday things affect our lives, so I can make better decisions. So it's natural. I have a natural interest in it, and so I get to teach what I love. Economics, how the world works.
Yeah, but what did science and math do to you? What do you have against
them? It didn't do anything for me. Math is my friend. It lets me know if I was paid enough and how much are taken out for taxes and was I paid the right amount and things like that. So it did well for me. I have nothing against it, but I've done that, and sometimes you need something new.
Sometimes you need fun.
Yes.
Where'd your name originate from?
Yeah, so I'm Andrew Edward Poterek, and my dad is Edward Andrew Poterek.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I just kind of ended up taking the reverse of his name, and my dad's dad was also Andrew, so my first name came after my grandpa, and then I took my dad's middle name. That's how that kind of came about.
Yes.
What do you value most in life and why?
I would say relationship with family and liberty. People being able to decide what they want to do with their lives, and if there's any obstacles, them being leveled so they can pursue their career, their path, or what they choose in life to be.
Makes sense. What made you go into science? Like, why did you decide science was it?
Yeah, so my freshman year at Central Michigan, I was taking a series of courses to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, and I had a physics course with a professor. It was a non-calculus based physics, and the professor was amazing. We would start every class off, he would have some sort of toy or experiment in the class, and class would always start off with some sort of a phenomenon. The question was always like, how or why does this happen? And then we'd go through studying. And that was really a transformative science class for me, because it actually modeled a lot of what I liked about history classes when I was in high school. I had a lot of great history teachers that also had that like cause and effect, how did we end up where we are type thing. And so I just kind of continued down that path.
Okay, now Vallus, the most serious question out of all of them. If an alien were to come here tomorrow, what would you do?
If they were friendly aliens, I would ask, what is the world outside the Earth like?
I thought you were going to ask about seen and unseen for them.
Yes, so the seen,
No.
I would ask the seen and unseen. You already know what I'm going to ask. But if they were like, I'm going to melt you with the ray gun, I would run and hide, because we all have survival. How about you? What would you do?
If they were going to shoot me with a ray gun, I would have stood there and been like, okay, woo.
You wouldn't run and hide?
No.
Why?
Because there's just no point if they're going to get me either way. There's no point in trying for so long if they're going to get you either way.
Okay. All right.
And if they were nice, I would replace all of my friends with them.
Wow. So I think we learned a lot about you as well.
What, that I don't care?
Well,
And that I'm
yes.
lazy?
so anyways, we're going to read this together.
Oh, we are?
Yep. I
hope you all
enjoyed this video
and getting to know Mr. Poterek, Mr.
Vallus
Vallus,
and her.
I'm Reagan from Landfield
And I'm
TV.
Mr. Vallus from
Thanks for-
Landfield TV, and thanks
Thanks
for
for watching.
Bye.